See this pipe here, all the way down, goes down there and runs across all the way to there. That I'm pointing at is called the rotting eye, and that's basically a makeshift manhole. It's much cheaper. Manhole is generally quite expensive to install, and here it is, this one right here. Generally very expensive to install, and so it's a lot cheaper to just have these. These are also very easy to fix and to install new ones. The only downside is that with a manhole, I preferred them because you actually could see what you're looking into, whereas the rotting eye, you don't. But anyways, if you notice that root, it's sloping down, which is good. It needs to, so that's probably about a 60 millimeter gradient, I think it's called, where every meter you drop down, or every 6 meters you drop down, you're moving across 100 meters. So you've got a significant, you've got a very gradual fall, but the idea with that is that it basically collects all the sewage and it takes it away. If it was too steep, it would not, it would be too fast to carry all the sewage. Wow, it's quite windy right now. But basically, if you look right there up top, that is the line for the toilet. It goes along here and goes up into the toilet upstairs, into the bathroom there. And you can tell it's a toilet because it's 110mm pipe. And this one over here, either is for a basin or shower. And this one over here, in fact, my guess is this is for a shower because it's more isolated. Actually, I'm not sure. I need to have a look in the bathroom again. And then this one. And if you look on the corner here, there's that circle thing that's called a cleaning eye, and that basically gives access to anyone. If this line is blocked somewhere along the line, then to unscrew that cap, then you can get your rod through there and basically feed a rod down and unblock the sewage. It's also got one on the other corner, so it just makes it nice and easy to fix, to clean, and basically then it goes down through here and either feeds into a septic tank, which is basically an isolated sewage pit. But a lot of these places now used to have septic tanks, but a lot of them now have proper mains lines that run down to the sewage works or wherever. Then if you follow it along here all the way to that side, you've got the same setup, and this is just brilliant because now you can actually see what the plumbing underneath that you don't normally see what it looks like. There's another toilet going that way. You can see the other end over there. Then these pipes run there. Oh, and then another feature, which is very significant, is what's called a sewer vent, and that basically lets the air out. It always has to be the highest point on the sewer line. So if you see, there's those plugs going in there, and then this one goes up to there, and that basically lets any air needs to get out, escape out of here. Naturally, when there's any system here, because it's not under high pressure, you're always going to have air involved. But what sometimes happens is if you've got a block of air, it can actually create a siphon, and like sewage or water can get sucked out of the toilet, out of the basin at every appliance in the bathroom or kitchen or whatever that uses water for drainage. They've got what's called a P-trap, and that basically there's a water seal that collects underneath the sink or underneath the toilet or underneath the basin, the shower, wherever, so that any sewage odors don't escape back into the bathroom. So it prevents, it's called the sewer block basically, But what sometimes happens is if there's air that gets sucked in through the line but can't escape out the top, then it will create a siphon, and then basically, as any of the sewer has been flushed down the toilet, or any of the water that's been drained out of the basin or the sink, all of that then siphons out the water out of those traps. So now you don't have that water seal, and now you have all the odors going back into the bathroom. So that's why you need that as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the basic drainage. You always need to make sure that at every point it's sloping down. Obviously, when it's going down like that, then that's a different story, but that's fine. Yeah, that's about it for basic plumbing drainage.